Welcome to Class Clown, the podcast where we dissect the childhoods of some of the nation's favourite entertainers. Today's guest has dominated both on the comedy stage and on the football pitch, where he's represented England for the partially sighted team. He goes viral almost on a weekly basis with his social media sketches. He's appeared on Live at the Apollo, as well as Alan Partridge, and later this year he'll be releasing his new sitcom, Stepping Up. Today, we are taking you from the Midlands classroom to international sport and comedy success. This is the brilliant, he's one of my favourite comedians, genuinely, it's Josh Pugh. So, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me, Sean.
So tell me about your sexual awakening. Which is what you thought we were going to be talking about.
Well, you said it's
Adolescence.
adolescence.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's obviously what I think of.
Yeah.
But that's what people mean, isn't it?
Yes.
When you start growing and smelling and...
Smelling?
As in, you get...
Oh, you smell...
Yeah,
yes.
like pheromones and all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, I reckon we'll save that for part 2 so that they come back.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
You're going to want to hear about that.
Yeah. So, where did you grow up? Sometimes, by the way, I look up a bit about someone, and I've just not done that at all.
Okay, yeah.
Because I thought we know each other.
You could have not said.
Yeah,
Really.
no, because we know each other, so I thought, well, you could just tell me.
Yeah, well, and I still live there now. I grew up in a town called Atherstone in the Midlands, which is... So I was born in Nuneaton, up the road.
Okay.
So it's like Nuneaton, Coventry, Birmingham, like right in the middle of the country.
All right, yeah.
It's a small town. Still live there now.
You know what? I did Coventry 2 nights ago,
You
and
did?
I asked what the kind of rival, to put it plainly, shithole would be.
Yeah.
And they, not me, they said Nuneaton.
Really?
So is that right?
That's a bit rich actually from Coventry. And I don't consider myself as a Nuneaton guy, though I was born there. My dad's from there.
Okay.
Bedworth's rough.
Okay.
You know, I say all these things with affection. I live in the area.
No, absolutely.
But I think Bedworth's too close to Coventry. I think they probably amalgamate that as them.
All right.
So Nuneaton probably would be the next bit.
Okay. All right. Thank you for clearing that up.
So this is in the same county as Stratford-upon-Avon. So it's a huge... The disparity between areas within the same county is quite big.
Yes.
But yeah, that's interesting. I've said that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have anything on that?
Well, I won't bore you with it.
Yeah. Okay.
No. So what was your area like?
Yeah. So
what did you say it was? Sorry.
It's called Atherstone.
And what was that like?
It's good. Yeah. It's like historically, I think it was a hatting town. There's a lot of pits there, a lot of mines.
Oh right.
So a lot of like my stepdad and my wife's dad and her granddad and, people's granddads were down the pit, essentially.
Yeah.
Big employer, Dormill Colliery.
So does that mean kind of predominantly working class then?
You'd say so, yeah. Yeah, but also, I don't know if this... You made good money in the pit.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Fine. Yeah.
But working class people, but, if you get certain jobs down the pit, you could make a good...
Right.
A good living, really, I think. Grew up there. It's nice place. It's like small. It's kind of
small to the point that you kind of know everyone.
You would know everybody, yeah.
Oh right.
It's really interesting. So
and you're still there.
Still there,
right.
yeah, which is really nice because but you kind of know everyone really, and so there's a church in the square, really nice town square, and there's a church, and when they do like the Remembrance Sunday. They say there's a list of people that died in World War II. Yes. And it's all the same surnames really as people that I went to school with.
Wow.
Which I think is a sign of a nice area that people are not really moving. I think it might be it can be a nice thing as much as it's I don't think it's a stifling place. I think it's a quite nice place to live and people stay for that reason maybe.
That's very nice.
Yeah,
it's quite an emotional thing to see.
Oh, it's nuts.
Surnames you know.
Yeah, and obviously, I was saying before we started, I was going to say off air, as if this has been.
I know, I do that. I mean, that let's
before we
go
on these cameras ourselves 2 minutes ago.
But he's lying. Sorry, this is at Spotify.
It is at Spotify.
There's big production value behind this. Don't listen to Josh.
Yeah, they're really backing it in a big way.
Yeah, you have to go through security to get here.
I had to sign in on an iPad.
Exactly.
To even get in here.
That's when you know this is the real deal.
Yeah.
Thank you. You had to do the photo.
Yeah.
Can you do a straight face on the photo?
I can, but the iPad's not there. Come on.
Low angle.
Yeah.
I know. Sorry about that. I'll get them to move it up.
The what
but the town, so we're talking about the memorial and the names, and I said it's kind of
So my son starts school in September.
Yes,
and it'll be obviously the same surname, so the kind of teachers know what to roughly expect from the kids.
Wow,
you know?
yeah, lovely.
But yeah,
do you think some people don't believe really that a town could have any kind of input on who you become as a person? But do you think growing up there, do you think that's left a mark on you? You are a certain way because of the town you grew up in.
You don't really know until you start going to other places, do you? Really?
Yeah.
But
does it have I suppose, does it have a personality? I was kind of, I suppose, if I was talking about myself, because I grew up in Brighton, and it's a kind of stereotypically, it's a kind of bohemian, artistic town.
Yeah.
Lots of young people are in bands and artists, and you grow up thinking being creative it's a very normal thing that loads of people do.
Yeah, well, to a similar end, probably if you to type in Atherstone onto Google, the number one thing would be not my sitcom, which was set there and is coming out. It's not that would be way down. Number one is actually a Shrove Tuesday ball game.
I thought your sitcom was out.
No, it's not out yet. No,
I might have imagined your sitcom.
Yeah, yeah. What was I good in it?
Fantastic, mate. Yeah. You were, of course you were. So a board game.
No, a ball game. BALL, ball.
Oh right.
A ball. Where they throw a ball out and everybody fights for this ball.
Right.
Which explains the identity of the town a bit.
Right.
It's I think it was rougher than it was, and I think people like to think it's a bit rougher than it is, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
But maybe I'm a bit rose tinted with it, but it's
well, it sounds nice. It certainly sounds nice.
Yeah. It's a good place it's safe. I'd say it's pretty safe.
It's safe, right?
Nice place, yeah.
And what was your kind of family home situation?
A mum, dad, and a sister.
Oh yeah.
They got married young, I think. Well, I think
older sister or younger sister?
Younger sister. Sister's 3 years younger than me. She's a children's nurse.
Right.
Yeah. My dad's a scaffolder. My mum was worked in pubs and did cleaning, and she's a post lady for a long time. Now she works for a charity. And yeah, hard working, nice people. My granddad was like a bit of he worked in a factory, but he loved photography. So that's the first creative thing I seen as a kid was he'd kind of do these photographs, and he'd do weddings, and he lost his job once, and he had a moped, and he drove to Twycross Zoo, which is nearby, and took pictures of all the animals, and at the end of the day sold them back to the zoo. As like quite an entrepreneurial thing.
Yeah.
And he'd do karaoke, and my mum was quite a funny person, kind of quite loud in a group, funny person. My dad's...
I don't think you're loud,
no,
though.
I'm not. My dad's very quiet guy.
Okay, right.
Dad's really quiet and but funny.
Yeah.
When he does say something, it's... I can remember a couple of times in my life him saying something and it getting a good reaction. I mean, he's pitched. He's like Milton Jones on a panel show. He hasn't said much, but what he has said was within his voice, and he's nailed it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I remember Mark Lamar saying that about Rich Hall in a social situation.
Yeah.
This is in a social situation that Rich Hall was like a lighthouse, like it'd just be nothing, and then suddenly beam of light.
Yeah, nice.
And then back into the dark.
Yeah.
And then a beam of light.
Yeah, he's kind of... My dad's one of these people, he's quiet, but you're quite comfortable with him being quiet.
Yeah.
It's not like... There's not an awkward energy between you, and it's kind of comfortable and quiet, which is quite quite calming, really. Quite a... Yeah, so that's the first creative thing I really saw was probably my granddad doing that kind of stuff, really.
Do you think you're more like your dad?
I don't know, really. Yeah, possibly. I don't really know. Then my sister... Yeah, so we lived a really nice, like, easy life until I got to about 8 years old, and I had a bit of a rug pull. I just had a few changes in quick succession.
Okay.
So I moved schools, basically. I've got a sight problem. I don't see well. I wasn't born with. I'm born with bad vision.
Yeah.
I didn't really know that kind of at school, I had a bit of an idea because I used to sit at the front, which is a big clue. But I didn't really know what it meant. And then when
you were made to sit at the front?
Yeah, made to sit at the front so I could see the board and stuff. And then, so our primary school, it was years 1 and 2, and then it went to a bit of a bigger school. And I didn't go to the bigger school. I got sent to a special school in Coventry for a couple of years, which I didn't really know was coming, really.
Right.
And then my mum and dad separated, and we lived on an estate, me, my mum and my sister. And for like it sent me wayward for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Just I didn't feel like
in what way?
Just like I didn't really know what was going on. Like quite a lot happening to you at a young age.
Having to make. No, I mean absolutely. But do you mean like having? I moved a lot as a kid, and so it was always kind of like having to introduce yourself again was always...
and you obviously introduce a version of yourself each time, don't you?
Yeah,
you've got to remember which version you've introduced to different people and get some kind of consistency of voice across all areas of your life.
Yeah.
Just like new school, bit of a new place to live, just a bit of a... Yeah, and also just the age you're at, you kind of... you're working it out, aren't you, a bit?
Yes. A new school, so what did you prefer?
No, I didn't like the school.
Yeah.
I didn't like the school. It was obviously my mates were from Atherstone, and all my social circles from Atherstone. But what I didn't know at the time was I couldn't really access the. It's like 94.
Yeah,
I couldn't really access the work, so there was no like now if someone's got a level of autism or a visual impairment, they're kept in mainstream schools and supported within that situation.
Right.
Whereas back then you can't cope. You've got to be taken out into this other school essentially. So it was a bit, and kind of at that school there was like...
with all these kind of mixed, what would you say,
like
kind of disabilities
and conditions and stuff. So there's people that
was
people that were blind, there was people that would just been kicked out of school through bad behaviour.
Just
kind of all put in this, basically put on minibuses and taken there.
And
I don't feel like anybody ever explained to me some of these people have got autism. They've got a condition that makes them think differently to you. Well, I don't think that was ever explained to me, and it was just like these people just want to fight me or interrupt me, or that they're not understanding my perspective, and I found it really stressful.
I can imagine.
Yeah, so I found it really and obviously great, educationally it really brought me on because they would give me the work in a format that was accessible, and I could my learning improved academically, but how I viewed the world was really. I couldn't get a read on anybody. I found it really difficult. I remember a new kid getting introduced.
Sorry, Josh, how old are you?
I'm like maybe...
I just love the phrase because you're talking retrospectively.
Yeah.
As an adult, but being a child, I couldn't get a read on anyone. Like there's this little 8-year-old Josh going, I just can't get a read on anyone here.
I was probably 8 or 9, 8 or 9. Yeah. But like, you're like in a bit of a survival mode. You're kind of thinking like, because I remember a guy being showed around and I thought he looks like somebody I could be friends with. He's a similar age to me.
Yeah.
He, he looks, he's wearing a jacket that I would wear. We were going to have, but then I just couldn't connect with him because he had kind of he had something going on that I wasn't aware of and didn't have the emotional intelligence, or I wasn't developed enough to be able to meet him where he was.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of that, and I found making friends... Really, I found it quite hard, really.
Yes.
So I was there for a couple of years and I was a bit all over the place, and then I convinced them to let me go back into mainstream school back in Atherstone.
What do you mean you convinced them?
Well, I wanted to move a few times. I wasn't doing well at the school.
You go to the teacher, you go, you've got to get me out of there.
A little bit of that.
Them.
A little bit of that.
Don't put me in the same as... Come on.
A little bit of that, Like
he's talking to himself. That's not what I've... Come on.
That's not my thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I wanted to, but the kind of the whole thing. I'm like an August baby, and I was small,
right?
And I think it's Atherstone's quite a rough school, quite a rough area, really. I've spoke, I love the place and all this. But it was for a kid that can't see well and is an August birthday, they're probably reluctant to put me back into that environment,
right? But
eventually they did, and I kind of got everything going again, and kind of had the school life that I wanted to have after that. And it was just fun.
So how old were you then?
I was maybe 12. I think I got to maybe the second year of high school, and then they let me go back.
Yeah.
And
it's
then
interesting that, like being put in that unique situation that you were put in, that you're kind of forced into a position from quite a young age where you're already on the outside of something. The idea,
the comedian trying to fit in. I remember when I first went there.
Just interesting.
I went to this school and I could see that people had much more challenging things to contend with than I did.
Yeah.
And I felt out of place there. I remember getting some work and I was like, well, they know I can't see well, so maybe I should write really big, and maybe that's what I have to. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to fit in with the environment I'm in.
Wow, right.
So I was kind of like writing bigger than I needed to write, or just trying to fit in that environment. And then when you come back, you kind of reject. When I come back to my school and others, I kind of rejected all that and kind of wouldn't have any help, to the detriment of my education. I wouldn't have anything made big for me. I wouldn't sit near the front. I wouldn't have rejected any kind of support from teachers or anything, because I completely wanted to. I'm now trying to fit in this environment, and prove that I'm going to be okay in here, and just trying to fit in really everywhere you go.
Fit in, that's because there's quite a lot. It's really interesting hearing you say that, because that's quite a lot, I think, to take at that age, at such a young age.
Yeah, just kind of. But when you're a kid, you are just surviving, and you're just trying to fit in, and you feel like you're the only person contending with anything. Whereas probably every kid in the class was probably trying to do the same thing, really.
Well, everyone's got their thing.
Yeah.
But I mean that. Yeah. Having said that, I think that is particularly unique. What you've just told us. Do you think that? You tell me then that there. Instead of me kind of piecing it together myself, what are, if there are any, what are the effects of that then moving forward and being a comedian? Do you think, if you had to kind of trace some sort of pattern, do you think that has done something, that is the reason you're a certain way as a comedian? I
don't know really. I think it's a great way of making friends, isn't it? If you can be funny and you can you can. I'm pretty good at getting a read of what the norms are in a situation, because that's kind of, I was kind of always on the fly as a kid, in terms of like I'll have to be this way in this situation.
Right, yeah.
So when you know that, you also know how to break that and break the tension and stuff, I think.
Yes.
It's also just a good way of making friends. I just enjoyed making people laugh. Always just enjoyed the feeling of making people laugh. I was funny at school, funny as a kid. And when it occurred to me I could do it as a career, I tried to do it as a career. I think it's as simple as that, really. Just enjoyed the feeling of doing it, man. It's
just always been funny, always been interested in funny.
Just, it's like an instinct, isn't it? You've got to, if I say this now, I can feel something happening. If I say this thing, I think people will find it funny. And very rarely do you get that wrong.
Yeah. Well, you get very rarely do you.
Well,
get
I think
that
of
wrong.
Funny people.
Yes.
When I can't get material to work, I think, but it is funny because I might not be framing it right. Or not,
absolutely.
But it is fun. If I think it's funny, it is because it objectively is, because I think it's funny, so it's funny.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's so. It is. Yeah. If someone said it to me, I'd laugh, so it's funny. But so I think you just had the instinct to.
That's so annoying, isn't it? Where you've given the audience something, they've not gone for it, and you're just thinking, no, but it is. You're I am
actually in this room. I'm actually an expert in this room about comedy over in front of all you guys, and I am correct on this. But yeah, I just love doing it. Just always enjoyed the feeling of making people laugh. And
so was that? You've said that. Then let's go with that. When is this realisation that there was a thing called a comedian?
Who did I see? I knew there was arena comedians. I knew there was Lee Evans.
Yeah.
And I went to Benidorm with my nan and granddad, and I saw a comedian there.
Live. Do you know who that was?
No, I don't.
No.
I don't know. He felt like he lived on the island. He felt like he lived there, to be honest. He felt like he was living there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He sold everything back in England, and he's moved out there.
Yes.
But how old he felt like he had his own PA system as his performer.
With those, what do you call it, the banners? The banners that you can slide up.
But there'll
be a picture of him on the banner.
Yeah.
And there'll be lots of stars on the banner. That's when I think I've said that to you before. When you know that the gig isn't going to be great, is if there are actual pictures of stars on a poster.
Yes,
it's not a great sign.
It's a concern. But he really made me laugh. And then the Peter Kay Top of the Tower came out.
What's that then? Late 90s?
I can't think what it was. I can remember the Stewart Lee show, the one who was at the stand.
I love that.
I remember that being on. That would have been on TV.
It's called Stand Up Comedian.
Yeah, I must have seen it on the TV. I can't think where else I would have seen it.
Well, the DVD, I bought the DVD because there was a quote from Ricky Gervais on the top of the DVD that said something like, the best comedian in the country.
Yeah.
And obviously was a huge fan of The Office, so I bought that.
Yeah, wow. I can't imagine how I would have access to Stewart Lee DVD. My mum and dad would not have had a Stewart Lee DVD.
So maybe a Paramount Comedy Channel?
Possibly.
This is the one where he opens with the 9, where he goes, so.
Yeah.
September the 11th.
Yeah. Mr. Lee, that one.
Yeah.
And it was it. Well, or it might just been. Remember the Ang Lee routine he did?
Yeah, that's from Stand Up Comedian.
Yeah, okay, so it's the same show then. I remember seeing that and thinking, that is real. Just loving it.
Yeah. It was the first time I'd seen something that was kind of against the grain in terms of stand-up.
Yeah.
I'd only kind of seen mainstream stand-up, and then I was watching something that kind of played with it.
Yeah. So that was the first kind of thing I'd watched.
It's quite unique. By the way, that's quite unique. Lee Evans and Stewart Lee.
Lee Evans, Stewart Lee, and some bloke in Benidorm. He was taking people's disposable cameras out of their hands and taking pictures of their own cock on them and giving them the camera back so they can get it developed back in England. that was his bit. He would get a camera off somebody in the audience and then give it back to him. That's breaking the fourth wall.
Hang on, I've seen your act. That makes sense now. I can see how that's inspired you. Yeah. Okay. Quick break to let you know we have launched a Class Clown merch store using this week's episode sponsor, Shopify. You've probably seen me wear some movie-related T-shirts. I do love a bit of merch, so I thought, why not give it a go ourselves? You can grab a Class Clown mug or T-shirt or hat by hitting the link in the episode description and check out our online store that we've launched with Shopify. Setting up the online store with Shopify has been an incredibly simple process. I mean, you know that because I've managed to work it out. If you are thinking about taking a leap yourself and starting a business, I would highly recommend you check out Shopify. You can get started straight away with your own design studio, which has hundreds of ready-to-use templates and can integrate print-to-order apps so you don't even need to buy any stock. Shopify helps you build an incredible online store that matches your brand's style. Shopify also helps spread your brand's awareness with built-in marketing and email tools to find and keep new customers. And of course, there's the iconic and instantly recognisable purple Shop Pay button that's used by millions of businesses around the world. It's why Shopify has the best converting checkout on the planet. It also helps boost conversions, meaning less carts going abandoned and more sales for you. It's time to turn those what-ifs into... with Shopify today. Sign up for your £1 per month trial today at shopify.co.uk. Go to shopify.co.uk. That's shopify.co.uk. Sorry to interrupt. Just to let you know, I am on tour at the moment and you can get tickets to see me live on my This Is Torture tour. You can get tickets at seannwalsh.com. I'm all over England and Wales. Hit the link in the bio and I'll see you there. All right, so Stewart and Lee Evans... the guy from Benidorm. And this is all around the same time you're introduced to this form of entertainment.
Yeah, I think so. And and
did you just watch that and go, I want to do that?
No, not for years after.
But did you develop an intense, oh God, I don't know why the word relationships popped into my head, but you know what I mean, an intense kind of taste for stand-up comedy?
Yeah, before that I loved Shooting Stars. My dad would really laugh at Shooting Stars.
Right.
And remember it being...
Did you watch it with your dad?
Yeah, I remember being the kid in the back of the car, me and my sister, my dad would say, I really want to see those fingers, and we'd go like this.
Oh, really? Yeah. I love the dove from above.
The dove from above and all that, and not really getting what I was laughing at, but knew it was good and funny, and Mark Lamar and Will Self and Eureka and all that.
Yeah.
George Dawes, and I'm just thinking this feels fun. Yeah, so that's kind of where the love from comedy.
Were you at school at this point?
Yeah, I would have been. I
Secondary
would have
school?
been very young for Shooting Stars. I would have been in our first house. Would have been under 7.
Because I remember Friday night comedy on BBC Two was Shooting Star. I mean, imagine this for a Friday. It's an incredible time to, in terms of comedy, an incredible time to grow up. Friday nights at BBC Two. I don't know in what order, but Shooting Stars. Goodness gracious me, and the Fast Show.
Unbelievable.
That is unreal.
Yeah, incredible. Yeah,
that is such an insane,
Yeah.
like just an hour and a half of absolute bangers.
unbelievable.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
So, okay, so did you then get into comedians or?
Not really. I don't think. Obviously Peter Kay and Phoenix Nights was big, and then who else did it? Not really. No, I can't. Well, you just haven't got access to it in the same way.
I know.
YouTube wasn't what it was.
Yeah.
You're just kind of watching what you can find.
Yes.
Remember, was it stand up? There's like the Comedy Store around the world would come. Was that Paramount?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the Paramount Comedy Channel had. Mind you, by this point it might have been Comedy Central for you. I don't know, but it's the same thing. And
The World Stands Up.
the world stands up.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Right. Yeah.
And I saw Tom Stade on that.
Oh wow.
And he was the first person I actively sought out. As in, I want to remember that guy's name. I found that really funny. And he kind of felt like Hollywood because he's got this voice and he had like the look.
Yeah.
I thought, I want to see that guy again. But he wasn't hard. He wasn't easy to find at that time because he's. How'd you see Tom Stade if you're a kid?
Yeah.
In the early 2000s.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I remember. Yeah, just having an interest in it, and this is going to sound like complete bollocks now. This,
Oh, go on.
but I can remember doing the, the sliding on your knee thing.
Yeah.
Peter Kay.
Yeah.
I can remember having that as an idea.
At the wedding. The wedding.
I
Yeah.
can remember having that as an idea as a kid, thinking, why was everyone sliding on their knees? And then when he did that, I was like, I've had that thought. I'm not saying he nicked it off me. He wouldn't have seen me do it in a school playground in Atherstone, but I thought. But that's the first time in my life I thought, I've thought that, and he's said that, and everyone's laughing.
Yeah.
And that is a memory I've got. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's really interesting, and it gives you a sense that you might be connected to these people in a way that maybe other people aren't.
Yeah, maybe. This is mental to say this, Sean. Maybe I should say this. But
It's fine. I know what you mean. I mean, you could look. You're an incredible comedian, and that's what. And if you're watching it and you've had that thought, that's not that. I don't find it that unusual that you've had that. Don't worry.
Do you ever,
this is a safe space.
But, I feel like a bit of a narcissist here, but I used to as a teenager, I would listen to music.
Yeah.
And how I'd enjoy music was I'd listen to the music.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd imagine it was me performing the music for the first time to friends and family.
Yeah, it's all right, mate. We'll cut that. Don't worry, we'll cut that. We don't want to.
Is that mental to say that?
Well,
imagine if I'd just done in the summertime.
Yeah.
Like, here guys, I've got one. Get round here, and it's in the summertime by Mungo Jerry. And I was like, "Fuck this." But they don't know that I've got that in my locker either. And then I'd watch like biopics.
Yeah.
And I'd just be constantly drawing parallels with my own journey to the main.
Everyone does that.
Is that okay?
Well, I hope they do. Otherwise, it's just me and you. This is the narcissist spot.
I think that's okay.
No, yeah, of course. That's the whole. Yeah. That's the joy in a biopic.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
I used to have a daydream. You know, Barbara Ann by the Beach Boys.
Yeah.
Ba 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 ba. I used to have a recurring daydream where me and my friends were at like a house party.
This is recurring.
And I think of it all the time. Whilst listening to it, this is what I imagine whilst listening to it.
Yeah. Oh right. Yeah.
So
yeah.
Me and my friends are at a house party, and there's like some girls from the school there.
Sure.
And we just start doing Barbara Ann. And they're absolutely loving it.
Why wouldn't they be, mate? Of course.
These guys why have we not been hanging around with these guys all this time? We've been hanging around with these idiots in the year above. This is where it's at. This barbershop quartet was in the year below we didn't even know about.
Who cares if Ricky Holden could drive? You get with Josh Pugh. He can sing the
ba ba ba.
I remember when I first went clubbing, that kind of time in my life, I would. This is me trying to connect with you, by the way.
Okay.
Because I think it's a similar thing.
Yeah.
Is everyone else would be dancing,
Yeah.
and I would be acting out a music video.
Okay. What do you mean?
So everyone's dance, whatever that is, indie music, they're dancing.
Yeah.
I'm like looking at imaginary cameras.
Oh, come on, that's worse.
And doing the lyrics.
That's worse. Look,
Yeah. No, not that. What genre of music's that? Because it's indie rock.
Okay.
But it would be like, so I'd be singing to that camera, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Somebody told me, and then you switch to that camera, and there might be a crane shot, and I'd be like pointing at the crane.
fucking nuts. That's insane.
Yeah, that's how I kind of soaked up music, was being was in a music video.
Yeah, it's like
I'd always time if I got off the train. Well, the train stopped at Victoria, so it was I'd be travelling from Brighton to Victoria for a gig. This is my early 20s now, so there was no rush to get off the train. I wouldn't press the door to open the button to open the doors until it hit the beat.
Wow.
Because that's what would happen in the music video.
Stepping out stepping onto the platform like Shane Lynch.
Exactly that. Exactly that.
There's that. I wonder if that's a common thing in performers.
Performers,
like,
is that you absolutely imagine yourself as it's yours.
That's very interesting as well, because you're there, your performance. I'm writer creator.
Yeah, exactly.
In my daydream, I'm unveiling a piece of work. You're just fucking selling it.
Front man.
Yeah, you're front man.
Selling it. Not like Walsh to oversell.
Whereas I'm like quite low key, unveiling this thing. Do you mind if I just show you this guy? I don't know if it's any good or not.
I'm on MTV.
Yeah, but there would be quite modest daydreams. It'd be like performing. It'd be in the town, in a pub, in a corner.
Right.
And people would be like, "This guy actually does deserve some credibility."
Yeah. Oh, right.
So yeah.
Well, it's all worked out for you.
Well, hopefully, yeah.
That helps.
Yeah.
Do you now close on songs?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Bring those dreams to life.
Yeah.
But okay, let's go back. So back to school, I think, before we get past that. What were you good at school? Like in terms of lessons?
Like English. I think that's quite common. Feelings and listening and all that stuff.
Right.
Math, science, very average, getting by. History, good.
But by the way, I take it I think anyone would presume this, that you were well behaved.
Pretty good, yeah. Pretty good. I'd do enough to not get in trouble, but do enough to be in with the guys.
What's the one that would like kick someone when they're down?
No,
the short, the little bad guy.
No, like not a square.
Okay,
not sucking up to the teachers.
Yeah.
But also I do respect them as people as well. Do you know what I mean?
Do you always respect? You're talking as if they're listening, but I always respected them. Don't worry, I always respected you.
Yeah. What is the cameras and everything you're doing?
There are literally cameras
here.
looking
for the cameras all the time.
Literally cameras.
Yeah, in this instance, fair. But I do anything where it was a group thing.
Yeah.
We're dissecting the teacher's home life during a lesson to them. I'll chip in on that. But I'm certainly not going to lead it.
Okay.
But when it gets a bit, I can see they're upset now. I'm going to step back now. I'm not in it.
Okay, right. Got you. Yeah.
Yeah, they did a thing which was awful. We had a teacher who had it's mad what you pick up on as kids, isn't it? It's just nothing. It's just always not. There was a teacher that had a slightly cone-shaped head. The head was ever so slightly pointy at the top.
Yeah.
And for a lesson once, every time the second hand got to 12, the whole class would in unison say the word cone. That's 60 times an hour. And
did you partake in cone?
to the 20-minute mark, I was in. I was in on it. And then I kind of said, I was like, this is too much. This is too much.
We've gone too far.
Yeah, we've gone. It doesn't all really even make sense, to be honest. So yeah, I just that's me.
Yes.
I'm going unnoticed for as long as I can.
You're right. Yeah.
Really.
Okay.
And that's with everything.
In the green room, you're a bit like that, I think.
Yeah, I kind
It's
of.
nice.
I mean, enjoying it. I prefer to listen as well. I like to listen.
Yes.
Yeah, I like to listen.
What genre of kid were you? Like when I was growing up, you had kind of, in my year, there'd be skaters, goths, chavs.
Yeah.
I
think we were called.
I think that was it. Really.
I think we were called townies, really.
Yeah. So that townies was the chavs. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I was that.
Yeah, we were townies, but it didn't really exist outside in where we were. It's kind of that was more of a bigger town thing.
Yeah.
We were like just the kids that play football and the sports.
Okay.
There's a few goths, I think.
Couple of goths. You were nowhere near goth.
No, I wouldn't have entertained heavy metal back then.
Okay.
I wouldn't have been daydreaming like I'd created that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have the people you like and you do what they do, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so yeah, I was a townie, I'd say.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
And you mentioned like Shooting Stars.
Yeah.
And Phoenix Nights. But what about film? What about comedy films? Did that have any impact on you?
I loved Me, Myself and Irene.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
So underrated.
Brilliant. Just Jim Carrey I loved. What else, man? Freddie Got Fingered.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay, I never saw that.
Yeah, it was
Tom Green.
Tom Green. It's stupid.
Yes.
It was just more like shock stuff, I think.
Yeah.
Jackass.
I was just about to say
Jackass.
this is Generation Jackass.
Jackass,
Oh
yeah.
my God, I'm so
Jackass.
I got picked up on this the other day. Yeah, it's just
It's
I call
wrong.
it Jackass. If you say Jackass, then you're saying the American.
But that's what it's written as. It's not a spoken. It's Jack. Is the word? It's all the letters are Jackass.
Jackass, yeah.
I laughed so much at the opening titles to Jackass.
Yeah.
The first time I saw it, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I could not believe. And there's this thing about MTV as well. We had chipped cable. We never had Sky, we never had Sky or anything like that. But we had chipped cable, and we could get MTV.
Amazing.
And there was something about being able to watch stuff on there. It felt so the world had just got so much bigger than I knew it previously. There was Cribs and the Newlyweds and all that. There's a whole world out there. Everything felt possible suddenly.
This is the life.
But it is.
Just sat there.
But to have like Sky
Watching
One,
Newlyweds.
but to have Sky One, if you're a kid that's grown up in a house that hasn't got that stuff,
Oh, mate.
and then suddenly you've got Dream Team.
Oh my God!
You've
The
got
Purple Kids.
The Simpsons wasn't on Channel 4 when we were. It was Sky One.
Yeah.
For years, and then it's just
Friends.
It was just
Before it was on Channel 4.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And it was it was brilliant.
Okay, so
So in answer to your question, any comedy films?
yeah.
Cribs. Cribs and the Newlyweds. And
Freddie got fingered. Me, Myself, and Irene. So Jim Carrey. How come you picked Me, Myself, and Irene? What was it about that stood out more than say like? Because for me, Liar Liar is the
I loved Liar Liar
that's
as
peak.
well.
That's for me.
I love Liar
That's
Liar.
Apex Carrey.
Yeah. Me, Myself, and Irene. It is a bit sillier. A bit.
Yeah.
Kind of
Naughtier.
not sure it was naughtier.
What? Me, Myself, and Irene naughtier than Liar Liar.
The guys that
Liar Liar's a family film.
Yeah.
In Me, Myself, and Irene, he's got an erection. He's breastfeeding. He's got a hard on, so he wheezes to the right of him, and it goes up on the ceiling.
Yeah, because he'd been up on having sex the night before
with dildos.
Yeah,
it's not the same, mate.
No, okay,
they've not got the same classification.
Different level, yeah. But just like all the jokes in that would do like one more than you'd expect.
Yes.
The prime example is when he's shooting the cow.
Yes.
And he just shoots it, and it's clean, and he shoots it another 3 times.
Yeah.
that is. It was just my taste. I just really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you think
naughty
there are
professor.
signs? Okay, yeah.
Professor.
Do you think there are signs that you can see? I was disinterested at you saying "Nutty Professor." I was like, yeah, I've got, we've got to move on. No, I'm kidding. Nutty Professor 1 and 2, and the clumps.
Yeah.
Do you think that those things go on to have? Not that I could see it, not that anyone else would be able to watch you and go, oh, I can see me, myself and Irene in Pugh, or I can see, but do you know there is?
He's pissing sideways.
on the front row. Josh Pugh in 4D.
I think
do you know what I mean? Do you think there's that it's had?
Well,
an
it's your taste essentially, isn't it? It's your taste. It's making your taste. And Aeroplane, love the film. Aeroplane,
incredible.
Oh, there's just jokes or things people have said that it's just your taste, isn't it?
Yes.
You just love that kind of stuff.
But so what I was going to say was, you're listening to music and you're imagining, you're fantasizing essentially.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Kind of, in your case, mini fantasies about playing in your local pub.
Yeah.
Did you ever do that with comedy? With being a comedy star as opposed to a pop star?
Not really. Not really. 'Cause
there was no imagining accepting BAFTAs.
I
used to imagine I was on. If I had a bath, I'd be imagining I was on Jonathan Ross.
Yeah, that's good. Well, like answering questions and stuff.
Yeah.
Funny you should bring that up, Jonathan. Actually.
Yes.
Yeah. Someone outside the bathroom thinks you're in the bath with a guy called Jonathan. No, not really, because it's not the same, is it? It's like also you're very faddy as a kid, ain't you? Like when it was
very what?
Like faddy, like
fads.
Fads,
in and out of fads.
Yeah.
Like so I've never heard that. Yeah.
During Wimbledon, I'd want to be a tennis player. During the World Snooker Championships, I want to be a snooker player.
I found that odd about Wimbledon. It's like I love Wimbledon.
Yeah.
But I don't watch tennis.
No, I don't.
Which means that I only like tennis if it's being played in Southwest London. And if it's not being played in Southwest London, I've got absolutely no interest
it's crazy.
I can't think of anything else like that, where it has to be and it's not like I don't go to Wimbledon.
Yeah.
I'm watching it on the telly. I could watch the US Open on telly. Is it open? Is that tennis?
Yeah.
But because it's not in Southwest London, I've got no...
Yeah, it's something about the grass and it feels English and it's summer. It's summer in this country. It
represents summer to us.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And my grandma used to love Wimbledon. My grandma would sit and watch the tennis when it's it's red hot outside, but and you should be outside really.
Yes.
And you get outside, but it's like an excuse to be in the nice cool house when it's hot outside.
Yeah, lovely.
Watching Wimbledon.
Wish that's what we were doing now. But whilst having this chat.
Yeah, as well. Yeah,
absolutely. But, okay, so those fantasies they were kind of saved for being a pop
music,
star.
Yeah. It's also so immersive, isn't it? I've literally got the sounds on.
Yeah.
That frees up my brain, and it's just not the same, like it's not the same, is it? It's not as cool, really.
Accepting an Oscar. I used to accept Oscars, mate.
Oscars?
Yeah.
Wow. What for? Best?
It's no wonder I feel such a failure.
Yeah. Just in practice, what would that be? Best act?
Obviously best actor.
Best performance.
Come on, what are you on?
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's my fantasy. I'm not going to give myself best support, am I? I'm in a fantasy. I might as well go full throttle.
Yeah. Imagine yourself just politely clapping in the audience, just looking happy for someone.
I was imagining myself as the person that goes and fills someone's seat when they need the toilet.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So we're at school. Welcome back to school. We're in English. And how did you do in your GCSEs then?
I did okay. I got enough A to C's to allow me to go to college.
What did you get an A
in? History.
Big into that.
You're making it sound like I'm kind of like right wing.
Absolutely not. There's a big into that.
There was an intonation in your voice then. Look, I've got some kind of specialist interest in history.
Well, yeah, because you got an A in it. You must have had. You must have preferred.
You know what it was? I couldn't really access many of them. I couldn't really access the board, and I couldn't access textbooks really.
Yeah.
But in history, I sat next to a really good friend called Tom Palmer.
Still your friend, sounds like.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tom.
Yeah, legend. And he really helped me. He would read what was on the board.
Oh, mate, you'll make me cry. I get that stuff. I love that stuff.
And he would, if we had to copy what was on the board, he'd get my textbook, he'd copy it for me, and then he'd, like, you know.
I'm literally crying.
Yeah.
Look what he done. Look,
yeah.
That just gets me, that kind of thing. That's so sweet.
All the GCSEs I got were basically because of him or other people.
Oh, Duff.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's so sweet.
And I'd dedicate this Oscar
exactly.
to him, yeah.
Oh, God. Okay, well, I suppose we're about to leave school then, and we've hit 45. So it's a perfect time for a break.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And we'll have a break now, and I'm afraid we're going to have to come back and do more.
That's fine.
But you could tell us about your sexual awakening.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that. That's the end of part 1. You can listen to part 2 right now by hitting the link in episode description or going to patreon.com/classclown, where you will also hear Josh answering your questions. That's it from me. We'll see you next time for more Class Clown. Cheers.